I hope you didn't think I wasn't listening. I was. And I saw finally, the blue and red triangle puzzle. I was interested. If that's a joke, there is no blue. I started that whole thing out in 2016 with an offer to ladies. If you wanted just Mushu blue pill out of Morpheus's hand. If you wanted the whole rabbit trail and the shebang and where it all came from and why, you're taking the red pill. And that's where I thought Angelina Jolie would be, honestly, you know? I mean, I'm talking as if my math has already been studied by people, and I'm that confident on my math, I guess. Which is why I rail on guys like Adam Savage. He should be able to see what's going on here, and yet it isn't. Things of this world we fight against, apparently, but guys I already beat up a really long time ago. Somehow. The girl with the scarves is pissing me off. She went out of her way, apparently. So I was talking to her through messaging. And, I guess it would be no harm. She's in Bakersfield. I'm all the way over by Pismo. She drove all the way over here to get a glimpse at me because I was telling her I was going to be in this area. And she gets all the way over here, and the dude she's with is all looking, sees me. Now, that right there, it wouldn't bug me as much, except everybody's doing it. Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't know what it is, but dang, man. It's hard to describe without seeming like I'm just complaining or being not cool about it. I don't know how to even describe it, but I don't know. The aggravation and the frustration starts to build for me when it's girls like Kate Hudson, and I can put her on the same scale as the Jennifer Love Hewitt. Now, Jennifer Love Hewitt's in her own fucking category of like floating temple. So I can't rail on Jennifer Love Hewitt for not being able to figure it out. I'm going to crush her for being stupid enough to try to slam the lid on me. And but for Kate Hudson to be doing the same thing, and they're on like opposite ends of the spectrum from what I can tell, but what the hell is this? It's not so much derision, but I want to say it's derision. You're gonna have to look that word up. Tiptoeing into some real magic here, son. As I was explaining to somebody, the idea of taking a piece of bread and tearing a piece of it off is not that complicated. But you'll get a kick out of this. See if I can do this without messing up my microphone too much. I don't know, charity issued tripod. But if you can take a gander at, say, I don't want to say quantum physics, but physics, if you would. Take a piece of bread in your hand, and the friction that you're causing by tearing these particles apart actually started to regrow the bread. So as he tore the piece off, it just regrew itself. And as he tore, he had the piece that he tore in his hand, but the bread was still intact. And so he just kept tear until his hands cramped up, and then he tossed the loaf to one of the other knuckleheads who's sitting there. Oh, they freaked out, dude. They filled like 5, 6 carts with bread because they just could not stop. It was like a freak storm of coolness. It was that type of stuff that I was trying to bring back. But Angelina Jolie doesn't think I'm crunk enough, even though she don't have anybody who can fight me. She's actually like stooped low enough to being like, I don't know. She doesn't even see me as a contender anymore because I'm so far above the apex line. And so now it's fair game for her to be dragging all of these trolls and swine all around me everywhere I go, trying to soak up the cool things that I do. And that's what I was trying to get through to Samui, Sub-Zero. My fight isn't the person in front of me. He's just a twacked out swine. Somebody's gonna figure this out. And maybe, I don't know, I'll just get picked up and restart a whole new thing. But I just wanted you to know that I noticed. Without saying too much, I wanted you to know that I noticed. Hopefully you checked out some of my videos recently. My views are getting good again. But, oh, magical forest I found myself in. This is way cool. And I normally don't tent. I usually do just kind of huck it in the wild, but I like letting my snake out. And it's just kind of nice being able to cozy up. Something I found for, I don't know, I wanted to say Mrs. Jolie, but I guess the dead one that I'm trying to get revenge for. Where'd that go? Something I found on the beach, and it's just really cool. Amongst all this, like, really trippy beach glass, which I'm a huge fan of beach glass. I even found this really old bottle. It's still got the milliliters on it. I'm not sure what that is in there, because it's still sealed. But the fact that it's still got the milliliter measurements on it, that's old. And ounces. Wow. Oh, where's that piece that I found? This is gonna take forever to upload. Fuck. Just had it. Dig it out and show it later. But anyway, I'll make another video here shortly, I guess. Magic. More magic. Magic with a heavy ass backpack.